Welcome back. If you love fantasy, space, and an expansive universe with plenty of adventure and even some romance, then the Dauntless Chronicles may be something you'd like to read.
The Dauntless Chronicles is a #1 bestseller and #1 hot new release on Amazon. The co-authors Willow and Anthony were 14 when they wrote it and 15 when they illustrated it. And they join us to speak about their book. Good morning.
Morning.
Hi.
Hello.
Good to see you guys. We love the energy, especially bright and early on this Wednesday. Let's break it down. Anthony, tell us about what's the premise of the Dauntless Chronicles.
Three main characters, they get caught in a coup d'etat basically on their planet, and one of their friends gets on their ship to escape. And while they're aiming for a hyperspace jump to escape, the ship gets rammed, and the ship travels towards Earth, where it crash lands, and the story is basically how they get home.
Talk a little bit about the characters. How did you kind of create them?
We both collaborated on creating Zephyr, Damari, Andrex, the rest of the characters, their development. So the character that gets rammed in her ship, she's a military commander, and she's actually, when we wrote the book, we were 14, so we made the characters our age as well. So she's actually 14 and a military commander because on their planet, time moves differently. So technically, they're an adult once they're already a decade old.
Yeah, once they turn 10, they're an adult.
Yeah, so they're like, okay, you can go buy a house now. Adios.
Bye. Don't get married to a family.
We love it. Now tell us, we know that this has a lot of planets and ships and races and a bunch of different things that are going on. Where do you even start when you're trying to build that up for a reader to be able to follow?
The whole idea of the story started when we got together. We were apart for a very long time.
A few years.
Yeah, a few years.
We met on the night of my 8th grade dance and started talking about like ships and space and all these really cool concepts, and then the Dauntless Chronicles kind of just like formed from that.
Mm-hmm. It was really just something that grew and grew and grew, more and more got added. Like a lot of lore started to appear and come in that we have this whole thing where we start with the end of the book first, mm-hmm. and the way we write is how we get to the end.
Yeah, so it's like a filler.
Mm-hmm.
You have your start and your beat, and you have your start and your end, and now you just got to figure out where you want to go to get them from point A to point B.
And a lot of that stuff, a lot of it just comes in as you write. We've had a lot of stuff that we didn't think we were going to add, and then it's just like, oh well, this still makes sense to the story.
Yeah,
this is here now.
We love watching that process, and you guys got these pictures you were able to share with us so we could see how that goes. We love it. We appreciate you guys being able to be here and share a little bit more. Really quick before we go, where can people find more information?
You can go to www.thedauntlesschronicles.com. There's a fan art page. You can send us questions. There's, like, if you scroll down on the first page, there's also a synopsis of the book. You can join our Discord. We're on there like as often as we can be, and you can ask us questions, and we also have a mod team so you can ask them questions, and it's great.
Lots of great people on there. Good to hang out with. We love being there. We'll talk to you guys the best we can.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Willow and Anthony. We'll have all this information up on our website, ciproud.com.